Hello everyone, I am Apeksha Shetty and I welcome you to this video series which is dedicated to learning the stock market basics. On our channel The Money Roller, our team also uploads a lot of well-researched videos which are especially on topics related to financial markets and economics. So do subscribe to our channel and let us go ahead and discuss about our today's topic. So the today's topic of discussion is rights issue of shares. Now, before proceeding ahead with the explanation, let me tell you the points that we will be taking in this entire video. First of all, we are going to see what is the meaning of rights issue. We will see why does the company go for rights issue, who all are eligible to apply for this, and we are going to talk about the example of Reliance Industries. So Reliance Industries had recently announced about the rights issues, and ever since there has been a lot of buzz in the market related to this particular thing. So we will be having a detailed discussion on this thing, and at the end we are going to visit the SEBI's website to understand where can we find the details on the rights issue on that website. Okay, so let's get started, and first let us talk about the meaning of rights issue. A rights issue is an invitation to the existing shareholders to purchase additional new shares in the company. So what are we understanding from this definition is that the opportunity to apply for rights issue or this particular offering is only limited to the existing shareholders. Okay, nobody else can apply. Only and only the people who are the shareholders of that company can apply directly from the company, okay, rather than going and buying it from the secondary market. Now, why do you think is someone going to do that? Why will that person apply for rights issue, etc., rather than just going and buying it directly from the market? Because there is one motivational factor, that is the shares under rights issue are issued at a discounted price. Okay, they are available at a discounted price. So what I mean by discounted price is it is a price which is lesser than the market price of the company. So for example, if a company is coming up with rights issue and if the market price is 100, they will issue the rights shares at 90 rupees. So the 10 rupees is the, in some way it is a benefit to the shareholders because they don't have to shell additional 10 rupees that is remaining in their pocket itself. So that's one thing. The rights issue is only available to the shareholders of the company, plus it is given at a discounted price and on a proportionate basis. So when I say proportionate basis, what I mean is there is some kind of a ratio which is decided by the company. So it can be 1:1. So by 1:1 ratio, what I mean is if the person is holding 50 shares, then that person will get additional 50 shares in the form of rights issue. He has to apply for it. Okay, so this is basically what is the meaning of rights issue. Now let us go ahead and let us discuss about this particular question out there. Why does the company go for rights issue? The primary reason behind the company going for rights issue is that they want to raise additional capital. Okay, more and more funds they wish to raise for their business. But there are other options as well. They can go for debt issue, they can raise the money through some institutional investors, or else they can go for a FPO. So FPO is a further public offer. So the first time when the company is listing itself on the market, it is called as IPO, initial public offering. And again, when the company wants to offer their shares to people at large, public at large, then that is called as FPO. So there are all these options, but the company is only preferring the rights issue. So there has to be certain logic behind it, right? So these are the reasons, okay? First and the very basic thing is that the shares will be available at a discounted price. So rather than paying the market price, the people, all the shareholders will get it at a discounted price. So it will be beneficial to everyone, okay? All kinds of investors, promoters, retailers, institutional investors, etc. Second thing is there won't be equity dilution. So by equity dilution, what I mean is there won't be any major player entering the business. There won't be any, any additional number of shareholders who are coming to the business. Why? Because the rights issue is only available to the people who are already the shareholders of the company. So there won't be more people coming into the business. So there is also one important thing, that there is something called as voting rights. Okay, all the shareholders are having voting rights in the business. So when there are more and more people who come into the business, who have the equity of the business, it becomes difficult sometimes to take some important decision. So that is why every company thinks that they should not dilute their equity way too much. So that's one reason. Thirdly, they don't have to incur any heavy costs. So I told you about FPO, right? So whenever FPO and all this kind of things they have to come up with, there is a lot of cost involved. You must be knowing, even when IPO comes up, there are road shows that are done, that they have to, you know, come up with these documents. There are a lot of meetings that happen. They have to take various permissions. But now, since the rights issues are only limited to their shareholders who are already the part of the company, and that is why all this legal things and, you know, all the procedural work is reduced. So that is why the cost is also reduced. And the next point is that the promoter holding is going to increase. So whenever the rights issue is coming, promoter is also getting the chance to buy more shares. So if someone is intending to increase their shareholding in the company, so then this is a good thing for them. Why? Because any which ways you're getting the shares at a discounted price. So yeah, these are basically the reasons behind the company coming up with an rights issue. The next question that comes to the mind is, okay, this is rights issue. We understood the motive as well behind the company coming up with rights issue. Now, what is the shareholder supposed to do in this scenario? What can a person do as a shareholder? So this is what the shareholder can do. He has got three options. Okay, the first thing is that he will exercise the rights. Exercise the rights as in apply for the rights issue. So when do you think the shareholder is going to do that? Only when he thinks that the company is going to perform better in the future, the fundamentals are strong, the company has got some hardcore plans with them, only then the person can go for rights issue for additional shares. Second option is not doing anything. Just let it go. Don't apply for the rights issue and don't do anything about it. Okay. Third thing is renounce the rights. So by renounce the rights, what I mean is I can give my rights issue to someone else. So if someone else is interested in buying that person can buy the shares. So for example, if I am holding the shares of a particular company which comes up with rights issue, I don't want to really buy it. I don't want to apply for it. I can give it to one of my friend who is interested. He can buy those shares, and in spite of not being the shareholder of the company, then too that person can buy the shares. Okay, so these are the three options that are typically available to the shareholder. Now let us go and see a few examples. Okay, this is Arvind Fashions Limited. Now these are the reasons why Arvind Fashions Limited had come up with rights issue. See, what they had to do is they had to repay their borrowings. So if you read the 2 pointers clearly, you will understand that they had come up. Why? Because their objective was to repayment of their borrowing. The next is Karur Vyasa Bank. So even here they were planning to use the funds or the money that was raised through rights issue for their future capital requirement. Now let us go to the main example that I was talking about, which is the details related to Reliance Industry. So Reliance Industry had come up with rights issue, and ever since they have announced, there has been a lot of discussion in the market. So first we will try to understand the basic details of this particular rights issue, and then we will go ahead and talk about the reasons as to why the company might have done this. This is the first detail about the rights issue, that they wish to raise 53,125 crores through this rights issue. Secondly, this is the window in which if someone is interested in applying for rights, they can apply, which is 20th May to 3rd of June. Okay, in these days they can apply for it. And one more thing is that the record date for the rights issue was 14th of May. So by record date, what I mean is this is a date which is declared by the company. Whoever wants to be a part of this rights issue can buy the shares before 14th of May, and they become eligible to apply for rights issue in this window that is given. The third thing is the price. So the discounted price is 1,257, and the current market price, if you go to see, is 1,470. Okay, so this is at a discounted price that the rights have come up. Plus the proportion is 1:15. So for every 15 shares, the shareholder is going to get one additional share. And the fifth point is very interesting and important. Have a look at this. This is the timeline of payment. Okay, first of all, the person has to pay 25% during the application. Okay, the next 25% he or she has to pay during May 2021, and the remaining 50% they have to pay during November 2021. So at once 100% they don't have to pay. Now let us talk about the reasons. Why did the company go for rights issue, that too rights issue of 53,125 crores. So in the document which is released by the company, okay, it has given all the details related to rights issue, wherein they have mentioned that they want to reduce the debt of the company. So any which ways we have been listening from the company that they want to make it a zero debt company, etc. So that reason they have given in the document which is uploaded on stock exchanges website, SEBI's website, etc. So under the objective for issue section, there is a section called as objective for issue. They have mentioned this, that they want to reduce the debt. Okay, that's one thing. Now let us talk about a few other interesting things. Here what is happening is debt they are going to reduce, but along with that the promoter can also increase his stake in the business. So as of now, as of March 2020, the promoters of this company are holding 50.07% in the company. Now after rights issue, they can apply for rights issue, they can increase their holding at a discounted price. And one more important thing to note, that in that document they have also mentioned that the promoter and promoter group will be subscribing to all the unsubscribed portion of the issue. So for example, out of 53,000, only 45,000 is being subscribed by overall everyone. The remaining whatever amount is there, that will be subscribed by the promoter and promoter group. So what does this tell you? One thing it is telling you is that the promoter has a lot of faith in the company, because of which they themselves are going to subscribe to the unsubscribed portion. Secondly, the promoter also wants to increase their holding, right? The holding of the promoter is going to increase in this way at a discounted price again. So that's one thing. Next point is that third thing is there is additional benefit as well. What additional benefit? This timeline of payment. They don't have to pay 100% right now. They just have to pay 25% at application. That is so good. That's so cool. I mean, because the next 25%, 50%, it is in the next year, 2021 they have to pay. Right now 25% you pay and you be happy with the additional shares that you are getting. So it's not just a good thing for the promoter, but for everybody else, okay, retail investors, institutional, whoever that person has the shares with them. Now typically what happens is, if a particular IPO or any kind of FPO, any kind of issue which is not subscribed to the fullest, then there are underwriters. So these underwriters are the company. These are some kind of intermediaries or merchant bankers who issue to the share. So I'll tell you one short example to make this point clear. So whenever the IPO comes up, there is a requirement or a mandate by the Companies Act that 90% of that amount has to be subscribed. So if the IPO is of 10,000 rupees, 9,000 rupees subscription you should get. If you are not getting it, even if it is 1 rupee lesser than 9,000, then 90%, you have to refund the amount. So there is a lot of money and time and effort which goes into this entire process of IPO, correct? Right from taking the permission to the road shows to all the documents, etc., etc. So think about the situation when the company fails to receive 90%, the entire effort will be futile. That is why what the company does is, the company already signs the agreement with this underwriters, so that in case if they are getting a little lesser subscription compared to that 90% limit, then the underwriters will fulfill that and they will buy the shares. But in this scenario, currently what is happening, the promoter has only said that there won't be any third party who will come into the picture. We are ourselves going to buy this additional shares. Okay, so this is typically the reason why the company has come up with this rights issue. One more thing is that we have made a video wherein we have discussed about the business model of Reliance Industries at length. So it is a very huge conglomerate of India. It has various verticals, okay, so it becomes important to understand what is it exactly doing. How much profit is it making, each vertical is making. So we have done a detailed discussion, you can have a look at it. Also we have spoken about the future strategies, etc. Now let us have a look at this SEBI's website, which is our regulatory authority. So if you go under this section called as filings, you can see there is rights issue section. You go under that, you go under final letter of offer, and you will see the details related to all the companies which have come up with the rights issue. You can click on any one of them and you will get the details. So for example, if I go to Reliance Industries and you just have to scroll a little bit, see this is the document, this is the PDF that they have given you. So I'll just zoom in a little bit. See, so this is the document. They have given you all the details related to the rights issue. So why I am showing you this is because whenever you are planning to apply for any kind of issue, be it IPO, FPO, rights issue, etc., you have to go to the relevant website, check for the details yourself, think about it, and then take the decision. Okay, so that's it from my side, guys. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. Also, please let me know how did you find the video, and do subscribe to our channel and stay tuned with us. Thank you so much.